obviously, I mean, I'm still finding masks and all and
Hmm.
jackets that I haven't worn for a while, just
Hmm.
hidden everywhere now. But do they the demand though, because now you're supplying directly to like hospitals and governments and that the demand is still held then, or is it like
Yeah.
what did
So,
that
so what
look like?
differentiated us, I believe, from a lot, because like by that summer, there was 40 companies across the country claiming to make masks.
That's what I was going to ask about.
Before COVID, there was zero, right?
Right.
Now there's probably three of us left. So,
Really?
the bulk of the guys that got in or folks that got into the business, we're going into like the fabric masks that the general public was wearing or non-medical grade stuff. I've been through enough product cycles and fads over the last 20 years to see that like that was not going to last. The minute no one wants to wear a mask in public if you don't have to, right? Including myself. So, um, you know, the minute COVID was going to ease up, that business was going to evaporate, and it has, frankly. But what has not evaporated is hospitals have always used masks. Nurses and doctors have always used masks. But what they had not been using for years was Canadian-made product that is tested at credible Canadian or U.S. laboratories, so that the lab results are also credible. Our factory is regularly inspected physically by Health Canada now, so our customers have confidence knowing that it's not a factory XYZ in some small town that no one's ever been to, and the lab reports are of questionable authenticity. If they have a question about what Novoshield's producing, they can walk down to Coquitlam, open the door, and we'll show them, right? So it's a big value, I think. But for us as a business, it's been very good. But also for just like the security of the supply chain in Canada, it's been good. It's been very mutually beneficial.
And just on that supply chain question, the materials, there's a lot of flexibility of where you could get, in case you needed to, is there
Yep.
flexibility of where you can get the materials from?
Yeah, it's a very good question. So the subsequent year after we invested in the machine, there were strikes at the port. And so again, it was another challenge to overcome for domestic manufacturers. Everyone's bought all these machines, but now no one can get materials to produce. So luckily my team and I had like really leveraged some long-term relationships we had. For the 20 years prior, I was buying very similar materials, very similar supply chains, mills I was dealing with globally. We specifically took a stance to pay a little more for our raw materials, to buy them from, without giving away the secret sauce, from a country that is not on the Western Seaboard, basically. So we're bringing in goods through the Eastern port, which costs us a little bit more, but we've had consistent supply. I've never been out of stock in 3 years.
Wow.
Where everyone else was out of stock for 3-4 months during the port. We pay maybe 10% more for raw materials, but like I said, I'm never out of stock. So it's been very good. Our quality is top notch. It's been very good. So.
And he's got 18 machines in storage if you want to get it for them.
Hey, maybe I shouldn't say that. The next crisis, everyone's gonna be knocking at my door.
Still no instructions.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah.